Hey y'all, how you doing? What's going on? What it be like? Whew, y'all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day has been amazingly wonderful. I posted a picture, a photo of the cards that I had previously pulled. Like I do, sometimes I'll do it when I have, as I'm recording. Sometimes I won't. Okay. All right. So I just heard some disturbing news. You know, in the southern states, which we call down south when we living in the north, you know, uh, I'm from down south, and in I'm not going to say all of the southern states, but where I'm from, the state I'm from, they celebrate a holiday called the 8th of August. And I think I never did really research it. I guess I should, huh? But I think it's the day that the letter was received regarding that the slaves were free. That day, that particular day. Okay, and so when they celebrate the 8th of August, they celebrate it for a week, you know. And then during the 8th of August celebration, because that's what it's called, the 8th of August celebration, or whatever they named the event for that year, people come back to the places that celebrate it from all over, wherever they've moved to, their families or whatever, wherever they grew up. It's a family thing. It's like a big, huge family reunion type thing, but it's people come back from everywhere, you know. They just come from all over to come to celebrate, and it's a really huge event, and it's all types of vendors and things that are set up, and you know they sell food, clothing, pictures and things like that, all sorts of things, y'all. Really, really, it's really nice. It's put together really nice, and every so often during 8th of August there is a shooting. Yeah, yeah. Somebody gets shot or somebody gets killed because it's huge, and it's black people from all over, all over, all over, and so they just a mother got killed last week. Was it last week? Just a few days ago. Just a few days ago. I believe she was pregnant, and she got killed. So, and her and her baby died. And I seen a video that somebody had recorded of a fight that was taking place during the celebration. I think it was the same night. I don't know for sure, but they'll say they're not going to have another celebration, and then they'll end up letting them have it anyway. So it's really, really sad and disturbing, and I pray for their healing. I really do. I pray for their healing. pray for the healing. Oh, help them, help them, help them. Okay, so my spiritual guides and my spiritual teams, they're welcome in my area. They're welcome into my space all the time, at any time. They're welcome from the north, south, east, and the west to take part if they choose to. Right? Okay. So, I'm going to try to move through this swiftly. Okay? I'm going to try. I'm going to try. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Hey, we're still on this wellness journey, right? Losing weight if we can, exercising, right? Eating better. We still on it? Y'all still on it with me? What the hell did I just do? Y'all still on it with me? Stay with me now. Stay with me. It'd be nice if we could all do this together. I'm gonna continue because I know that I could do better. So I am. I'm doing better. I'm gonna do better for me, for a change, not for somebody else, for myself. I know how I want to be. I know how I want to look. And I know that it had gotten out of hand. It's all on me. It's all on me. Okay, so this is the weekly intervention. And this is where we reflect on different areas of our inner child and our shadow. Okay, I read the cards, and you can write them down. You can go back to the video and write them down, and then you can see where they apply to you in your life. And if they do apply, see what you can do to work on that, right? Okay, so in the inner child deck, the two that came out was arbitration. Arbitration? Why arbitration? You see, yeah, it's aspiration. Arbitration? Okay, aspiration. See there? Can you see that? My little stand is in the way. See that? Aspiration. And it says, for the light, it says ambition, motivation, and drive. And for the shadow, for aspiration, it says complacency, lack of direction, and apathy. And then it says at the bottom, aspire to achieve your highest potential. Set your sights high. Aspire to achieve your highest potential. Set your sights high. Okay? And then the second card that came out was equality. See there? Equality. And it's the light part of equality, the light side, I'll say, of equality is fairness, justice, and respect. And the shadow position of it is discrimination, bias, and inequality, okay? Treat others with equality and fairness, justice for all. Treat others with equality and fairness, justice for all, okay? And at the bottom of the deck is resilience. Resilience. And it is, and I have to write these down too. I'll write them in my journal. And that way I can keep up with what cards, what needed to be reflected on for the week. Resilience. The light side is strength, adaptability, and recovery, and the shadow is defeat, vulnerability, and fragility. Bounce back from setbacks. You are stronger than you think. Bounce back from setbacks. You are stronger than you think. Resilience. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, every time I see that word, I'm thinking arbitration. Arbitration, that's like some type of agreement or disagreement or something. Going into a court case or something like that. I'm thinking. But it just keeps popping. It just keeps going in and out. Okay, and so the shadow side, deck, when I was shuffling it, 4 cards came out. Okay? So the first one was Shadow Blossom. Shadow Blossom. Alright. And it says, you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. And then here it goes back to resilience. It says resilience and nourishing. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Isn't that something? Can't have the light without the dark, or the dark without the light. And then the next one is dark reflection. These cards are they all intertwine, and they let you know it's divinely guided. Everything I do, I try not to do it on my own. I try to be led. That's where I want it to be. Dark reflection. When you look into the abyss looks back. Wow. When you look into the abyss looks back. Truth-seeking liberation. That's profound right there, y'all. It truly is. Okay. And then the next one that came out, I didn't know that water didn't work in there. I'm glad they got a little coating on it. Look, I had a little water splash. Anger. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. Release, growth, and balance. Anger. What if we could all do it like that? Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. Release, growth, and balance. Okay? And then the last one is journey inward. The path to enlightenment starts within you. Journey inward. The path to enlightenment starts within you. Introspection and growth. That is absolutely true. That's true, huh? Yes, it is. Now, when y'all reflect on these, go back and take a look at these. At the bottom of the deck is jumbled thoughts. The mind can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. Confusion, anxiety, and escape. Man, these cars just talking, ain't they? Ain't they talking? Yeah, really talking tonight. Yeah. Yeah. I might do a reading because for some reason, my readings have been coming later in the evening or late at night. I hope y'all don't mind that. But that's when I'm being called to do it. Okay? It's not anything that I'm doing that I don't want to do it. It's not that. It's that's when I'm being called to do it. So yeah, those are what we're gonna reflect on this week. I want y'all to interact with me, ask me questions, comment so I can ask you all questions. We're in this together. I'm not doing this just for me. I need it. It is for me, but it's for you too. It's for us to do this together and just get to know ourselves and be better. Just be better. Just to be better. When we know who we really are, we tend to look at life different. We really do. I'll say we have a different outlook on life. We have a different, we take a totally different position when it comes to each other. When we know who we are. We know who we are. We know what we want. We know where we're going. We begin to know what our purpose is. We already know what the main purpose is to love one another. Just love, period. That's the main one. Forgiveness. It may not be a purpose, but it goes along with love. Forgiveness. Right? And when we forgive, that releases us from the burden of bitterness and resentment. Wait. Start your list. Start your list of everybody that you can think of that ever made you mad, pissed you off, hurt your feelings, made you feel less than. Start your list. I don't care who it is. It could be people you work for. It could be people you work with, family members, lovers, husbands, wives, partners, your romantic partner, whatever, whoever. Make your list of each person. Start from when you was little, okay? Start from when you was little. The first time that you could ever remember something happening to you that made you feel like you wanted to cry. See, because when we're kids and we get hurt, we cry, and not knowing, but that's the best thing to do. That's the best way to release it, because the crying, it releases it from you. Unless it's something that's reoccurring and actually, turns to something more extreme, okay? So, write down their name, starting from when you was little. From the very, very first incident that you can remember and write their names down. And you're going to forgive them, okay? You're going to forgive them for what they did. And you're going to forgive yourself. And then you're going to release them. That's one way, the best way to heal your inner child. I did it. And what started off as a list, it kept coming, you know. After that list was over, it would come to me. Certain names would come to me, and I would say, in you know, a memory of what they did and how they made me feel, and I would just forgive them, forgive myself, and release it. And it just, it's ongoing until you can't remember anything else. That's the best way to release, to heal that inner child. That's the beginning anyway. Start there. Start there. I guarantee you, you'll start to feel better. And when you start to heal that inner child, and some of the ways, think of ways that ever, as when you were a child or as a child, where you, what made you happy? What would make you happy at that time? You know, would it be your favorite candy, or your favorite ice cream, or your favorite cookies? See, I just named all of them, and all of them was my favorite. All of them. All of them. I didn't get them like, I didn't get it as much as I wanted to, but they were all my favorites. Running and playing, and you know, you're playing your favorite games, or reading, or going to an amusement park, whatever you wanted to do as a child, or did do as a child, that made you so happy. Do that. Do that. If you can't go to an amusement park, go to a park. You know, swing. Swing on a swing for a little while. That helps too. That helps a lot. I remember swinging. I'm such a tomboy, y'all was. And what the boys did, I knew I could do it. I didn't care how many times I fell, or how many times I bust my face, or whatever. I was going to do it. I was going to learn it until I got it. And I would do that. Getting in that swing, standing up, and I in the swing, pumping. You know how you pump it to go higher, right? In that swing. And jumping out in the air. I did that. Because the boys did it. I'm such a tomboy. And I didn't want to be a boy. I just wanted to be better. And I wanted, especially with the athletic things that they did, I wanted to be better than them, because I don't know what I think it was. But yeah, I jumped out of that swing in the air, standing up in the swing, and jumped at the highest point. Jumped to the ground. Yes, I did. I did do that. I did. I jumped off of several garages with my neighbors, because they were boys. And, Shell, I bet you can't do this. Yes, I can. And I did it. Climbed several trees way too high, because I wanted to outdo them. Now, I had a crush on one of them, and he knew it. He didn't like me. It was something about me he didn't like. I think it was because I was better than he was. So I think that's what messed it up for me with him. But yeah, whatever they did, I did it better. At least I tried. And if I didn't do it better, I tried, And they would always give me praise just for trying. They were my friends. You know, there were a couple of girls that I hung out with but they couldn't hang with the boys because the boys said they couldn't play because they couldn't play like I played. If they was to get rough with them, they would cry. Well, see, I learned not to do that because my uncles taught me not to be a crybaby. So when they got done putting frogs in my arms and my legs, I was tough. I was tough. It took a lot. It took a lot to make me cry. A whole lot to make me cry. But anyway, that was a childhood memory that just came back. It was fun. I had so much fun. It was so much fun. I was like 10, 11, and 12. Oh, I do have a story to tell y'all what happened to me when I was 10 years old, but I ain't going to tell you tonight. We'll wait till next week or week after next or sometime when it fits. But that's it for tonight, y'all. And I hope that y'all get something out of these cards. I got to come up with a different name. See, I told y'all this is new. It's all new to me. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it because it's new. And we can grow together with this. We can grow together. Us. We're part of the same tribe. The blissful tribe, right? So I'm going to end it here, y'all. I'll be doing another reading. It might be later on tonight. If not, it will be tomorrow. And see what's in the energy for us. But y'all have a great rest of your evening. Great rest of your evening. Don't forget to like the video. I would appreciate it. That lets me know y'all you at least looked at it, you know, or either at least, well, I'm just, whatever you decide to do, I appreciate you, okay? I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all. And if it's a different way that y'all think we can do our weekly intervention class, feel free to give me some advice. I'm not a professional. I'm just here to help because I know I need help. Okay? So, what do I always say? What do I always say? Have a great rest of your evening. I pray that everybody stay protected from all evil, all harm, all danger, and all darkness. From the bottom of my heart and all around my heart and all through my heart, I love y'all. I love y'all. Okay? And I'll see y'all soon. And as always, stay blissful.